We have been
Yeah,
so busy.
That's a
right.
loaded question, right?
Cutting them agates is really working for you guys.
Yeah, I
It's
just went
awesome.
and cleaned through the saw today. There's
Yeah.
about that much solid mud
Oh
layered.
wow, wow, that's nuts. They're fun shows, though. I really enjoy them when I have the time to
It's
get on there.
crazy fun. I
Right,
love them.
right. Yeah, it's neat. It's really neat to see live. Cutting it open and seeing what lives inside. I love that. What about you, Dave? Other than getting a bunch of new equipment, what have you been up to?
I'm trying to learn how to do silversmithing.
Nice,
Right on.
nice.
And, we've had a couple of discussions already. I have hands the size of truck tires trying to do this little delicate stuff.
You'll get it. Practice makes perfect. Keep
Eventually,
practicing.
I get it. That one I did last night, so I finally got a bezel together without ruining it, and I got the bezel soldered to the back piece of the copper, and it looked
Nice.
good. But then I was trying to get my stone in there, and it's too small now, and the stone's stuck down inside. I can't get the stone out.
So,
Yeah.
uh, dental floss, Dave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hi, Frank. Yeah, I have a friend in Arizona that's a silversmith, Pam Williams. She does phenomenal work.
Oh, right,
The first stone that I cut for her to fit a setting that she had, she sent me the mounting, and
right.
I was cutting this. She sent me this little piece of dental floss, and I was like, Pam, what are you trying to say? You
Set it
know?
down in there
And she
first.
said, put that in there, and that way you can pop the
Okay.
stone back out easily. And
Right.
I've been doing it that way ever since.
Oh
That's
my
smart.
goodness.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never thought of that.
yep.
Um, I
Trick
did. Oh,
tips
did I
and
bring a
tricks,
mountain?
right? Little things.
I did learn something on. Let me see if I can find one here. So I've been
Cool.
trying to find all these techniques that'll keep me from burning through bezels and stuff because sometimes it gets too hot.
Right,
Have
right,
you ever
right,
seen
right.
a wire nest?
No, what's that?
Yeah. So
What's that for?
you take 20 gauge wire and you round it around something, right? And you stretch it
Right?
out. You turn around and you coil it and you
Yeah,
set it right up on the edge of whether you're using a charcoal block or whatever you're using,
yeah.
and you lay your whatever you're soldering across the top, your back piece, and then you use a torch and you heat this wire up from underneath, and it
Gotcha.
pulls that heat up through it without touching
With
so
that,
much of your bezel and burning your
there
bezel
you
up too much.
go. There you go.
So I've been
Nice,
sitting making
nice.
those tonight.
Okay, very
So
nice.
yeah, I'm
Hi,
learning some things.
Roxanne. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Right
cool.
on.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see your progress. I love that you're posting pictures as you go, even the failures and the successes. That's fabulous.
It's an interesting thing for somebody like me because the techniques and stuff are so strange to what I'm used to doing, and I'm in that class, and everybody in there already has a piece pretty well made, and I'm still trying to get a flipping bezel soldered to a back piece.
It happens.
You'll get
And
it.
that's
Well,
okay.
I'll get there.
That is,
I am determined. Besides, I've spent way too much money for all of the equipment to turn back now.
yeah, right, right.
You got
So
it, Dave.
And
yeah,
that's it, right? But you'll get it.
I'll get there.
I can't wait to see in 6 months or a year where you are
Right.
with.
Oh, I keep watching people like Matt Elliott. He's posting the stuff that he does, and now I don't know if Matt does it or if his wife does the silversmithing, but absolutely beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful stuff.
yeah, yeah.
No, Rock Queens, what'd I do now?
Yeah, then you have to teach us when you're done.
Yes, right.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
Right?
all have to get together and have a class.
Hey, I,
Absolutely.
I I can tell you how
I
not
don't,
to burn a bezel.
right? I don't have the patience for it, for all of
It,
that,
it's trying. It's
and
really
it
trying.
is because as I don't know about you, certainly not Ryan and Andrew because they're not old enough yet. But the older I get and the more the arthritis in my hands progresses, I
Oh
just have
yes. Yep.
even I can't even make tiny cabs anymore. I can't even imagine trying to make little bezels and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the really smaller stuff yet. I mean, right
right,
now we're working with copper and a little bit bigger stones, and eventually
right.
how do you turn a ring? I know there, but the thing is there are special pliers, and they have one side is rounded, the other side is flat, and you use those. And I'm watching
Okay,
these; they're taking and they're turning them like that. So
right,
there's holders and stuff. So I guess you and I, we have that arthritis. Those would be the things we would have to use.
right, 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 right. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, sorry, how did you, Ryan and Andrew, decide to start doing these agate shows that you're doing now? Not to totally change the subject,
You're good. I
but
was. We've been doing slab shows and rough shows for a long time. Welcome, Brad.
hey,
Hi
Brad,
guys.
Hey, Brad.
We had been doing slab shows for a long time. We've
right,
been doing them for a couple years now at this point, and I was like, dude, I love agates. I love agates. We started with agates. We were cutting them open live, just having a blast, and then we're sitting here like we have the means. We have a camera. We have the saw. Let's just do one show, and we have done it pretty much every weekday since then.
yeah, I was going to say you guys are always cutting agates. I'm like, when are they going to sell slabs? Like, I want some slabs.
Well,
It's been too
I
cold
love,
to cut.
I know. I love watching you cut them. My problem is if I get on there too much, then I'm just buying them, right? And I'm trying not to spend money for a couple months, and it's not working out very well for me. So
Well,
I try not to jump on, too often, unless I just jump on and say hi and share it out and jump back off. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, you can
It's
always
always
tell
good
us before
seeing
the
you.
show, Ryan, I'm not allowed to buy anything, but I'm coming. I just won't let you buy anything.
Right. Yeah,
I'd be
too. I'd be like,
Courtney.
$20 for the next line. You'll be like, no.
Yeah, I will
Right?
though. I'll
You
do
would
it.
do that for me too. I know
Yeah.
you would. Okay.
It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It really
But
is.
soon, like yesterday, we had a slab show of
Yeah.
like Starburst and stuff like that yesterday.
Right. Okay.
And then today, and yesterday after that, we still had our cutting show. So soon here, we're going to be doing 10
nice.
shows a week again.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's great.
yeah.
Yeah, and my favorite part is Frank. Yeah, I'm past shrimp ramen. I'm literally drinking chicken broth now. But my favorite part is when you get a dud and you're just like, give us a new one.
I do,
love
yeah.
I hate dogs.
'Cause you're
We're not
never
going to let
gonna
people
get-
pay
you're
for
not gonna
that.
get something bad. So if if
No.
you're not satisfied with it, you just plop it out and put a new one up. I think that's
Beautiful
fabulous.
outfit,
Take care of your customers.
Yeah, see, I feel like it's as addicting as like
Should I show you an outfit?
watching
on
people
camera?
open blind boxes and stuff online because you don't know what it's going to be. You have no
That's right.
idea. But there's zero chance of you getting like a bad one, because we
Get a room.
so.
Right.
I'd much
She
rather-
is going to the room. She says it's bedtime. She's tired.
She's fantastic.
Hey,
So-
Andrew, I heard you say something earlier about that. I heard her say something.
She said, "Hi, everybody. Good night, everybody," as she went out the door.
Good night, Monica.
Andrew, you said something earlier about you had a saw that you used so much that it was just mud in the bottom when you opened up. What saw was it?
Our agate show saw. Our trim saw.
Okay, that's what I wondered.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
that's
Dude.
that production saw that I wanted so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you see which one I ended up with.
Oh yeah.
Dave's got
Yeah.
his new toy back
Yeah, I
there.
went ahead and bought the stainless steel, but I still want the one. If I could ever justify it, I would. I'm just curious, how hard is that one to clean out?
Exactly,
Not
right?
bad.
Yeah,
Not bad.
pretty
Honestly,
easy.
like comparing that to like the tiny I can't remember the exact model number, but the smaller tabletop version Highland Park trim saws,
Uh-huh.
Right.
where like the lid
On the
would come
6
off
inch.
and it's just that rectangle box.
Right.
Dude. You open the lid up on that thing and you could throw a dustpan in there, scoop it, and you're done.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, wow.
that's the way
Water
this
in
is.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And it's a bottom drain, so just like the saws are. If you have a 12
Right.
or a 14 inch, it has that same
Oh,
drain
nice.
system on it.
That's
Really?
so-
Yep.
That's great.
See,
it
now
just
their
drain the
10-inch
water out
slab
and then
saw.
Scoop.
Yeah, their 10-inch slab saw is a tabletop like this is. So the
Mhm.
drain, of course, is on the front like these. It doesn't drain out the bottom. Of course, you
Okay.
can unhook it and you can tip the tray up, but it's a little bit of a pain to have to take the whole thing apart.
Right.
Yeah, and I tell you what, did an ingenious design on the blade holder on that. You can buy 3/4 inch diameter blades on the center or 1 inch. They
Oh, wow.
put a cutout in there. It runs both. It's ingenious
What?
the way they
That's
did it.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
Really?
yeah. As long as it's an 8 inch blade, it takes either a 3/4 inch or a 1 inch diameter center.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, arbor.
The arbor. Yeah.
I guess
That's
we'd have
right.
to see it to figure it out in order to visualize that.
So
because
it's flat, like completely flat for the 1 inch.
right.
But they also have a raised section for a 3/4.
Oh,
That
okay.
is
It's like a
a
burr
1/4
section on
inch
there.
thick that holds it in place, so you
I
never have
see.
to use washers ever. It's really nice.
Oh, that's
I like
neat.
that.
Really nice.
Very cool.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
I will say that I feel like if you use a 1 inch arbor, though, it holds it down a lot
Right.
more.
Okay.
I didn't. The saw was never like bogging down when we used the 1 inch. So
Okay.
and I
Okay.
don't know why.
Yeah, I
That's
wonder what the difference
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
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 It might be
Very
the
cool.
blade though. Could have been the blade though.
Right. Like Rock
Maybe
Queen
so.
says, she's got a hammer. She wish she had a saw.
Reminds me of Kathy.
So
We had a
Brad,
customer.
yeah,
Oh gosh, we still have her. She's a wonderful
I
lady.
knew it.
But Kathy Felton.
Yeah.
She had a huge. What was it? 15 or 8 pound?
No, it was like 15 pounds of Gary
15
Green.
pounds of Gary Green.
Mm.
Oh
But it
my
was
gosh.
old stock, like
The most
before
beautiful I've
the
ever
new
seen.
owners got a hold of it, and it
Old
was
Jimmy stuff.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she kept threatening me to smash it with a hammer, and I was like, "Please don't." Please don't. Well, we sold it to her.
We didn't have a big
Oh.
saw. at
We
the
didn't have
time.
a big enough saw, and she's
And
like,
we
"I'm just
grew
gonna
and
smash
grew.
it." And I was like, "Don't you smash that?
Oh my
Don't you
gosh.
smash
Yeah.
that?" We should just have her
Wow.
ship it to us now. We should just cut it. For
I told her I'd pay for the
Yeah,
shipping.
you should. Yeah.
we
yeah.
would slab it all. But then again, I'm like, man, the old stock is
The
getting
old
really
stock.
hard to come by.
Yeah.
It is.
So do you even break it? I think it's probably worth more how it is without slabbing it.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
15
Yeah.
pounds.
And I mean, if she wanted to cab some of it, maybe cut a couple slabs off and leave it as is. Leave the rest of it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Just leave a nice window.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Scott. Yeah, be careful on the road, honey.
I was going to ask everybody because I was thinking about this the other day because me and Andrew keep talking back and forth about our like top 3 favorite things to cab.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I would like to know the inside of what you guys' top 3 favorite things to cut are.
I mean, mine is Sujolite, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
My second favorite is probably any Jasper.
Okay.
I love Jaspers because they polish up so beautifully. And then opals, common opals.
Oh, I love doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, opals are fun.
What about you,
Dolomite
Dave?
though too.
You know, that's a really, really hard question. I have so many materials that I love. And of course, you know, I guess I am a marcasite fanatic.
Yes.
So marcasite and agate is probably that and gem bone. If I can get good gem bone or good stabilized gem bone,
Okay.
I like to do that. But like Courtney, you give me any really good quality jasper,
Yeah.
especially if it's a porcelain jasper, and I can make it. You know, I
Like
like to
sci-fis?
I like
I
to
love
shine it in the
sci-fi.
camera and have people go blind.
Yeah.
Because you
You're
polish it
pretty
so
good
well.
at that, by the way.
What about you, Brad?
I love pet wood. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
I don't know. I like cutting them all. I don't see anything that I would say I like one over the other. I just like pet wood just because I'm a huge pet wood fan.
Right.
Right.
Right. Good pet wood polish is nice too.
What about
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Brad?
Yes, it does.
Dude, I had seen a YouTube channel here on the internet that had petrified wood, agatized wood, the size of like your wall.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Ridiculous. Entire slabs that thick. Stunning pieces of wood, dude.
Favorite 3 things to cut, buddy.
Agates, onyx, and probably crown of silver.
Crown of silver is nice.
I love
It's
a
just
good
messy.
metal to polish.
Really?
Lay down.
Yeah.
It's
See, I
nice.
can't
Lay
stand
down.
ground silver.
Sorry, guys, my dog's right
Can't
there.
stand.
My favorite thing on the planet to cut, it's getting hard to find nowadays, kaleidoscope prism stone. I absolutely love
Yes.
cabbing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I love
Absolutely.
cabbing that.
Absolutely.
My second, it's kind of a tie between Gabbro Indigo and Mukai.
Okay.
Mm.
They
Okay.
both cut about the same, but I love cutting both of those. And then I think my third is probably Sujolite or Turquoise.
Okay. I've never cut the indigo yet. I have some, but I haven't ever cut
Oh
it.
my lord, it cuts like mookie.
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah, I
you
like
get
the
that
mookie.
metal effect that you get with Salamaline without getting the mess that you get with Salamaline.
Gotcha.
We do
See,
Yeah,
have
I
I,
wouldn't know
I
that.
don't
anything
I
about
don't
how to
mind the
cap
mess
salamaline.
from the Salamaline, but I just don't like cutting it. Something
It's
about it
messy.
just
It's
irritates.
messy, but it's
I don't care
beautiful.
about the mess. The mess is great. Like Covalite's fantastic to cut. Pyrite's fantastic to cut, right? Yeah, they're messy as hell, but something about the Salamaline just irritates the crap out of me every
Fair
time.
enough. It's gritty, kind of.
It's I don't know. I didn't mind cutting it until I got this one piece that it just tore my wheels up, just tore them up. And ever since then, I'm like, screw you, Salamaline, not doing it.
Fair enough. Yeah, if you have a little tiny bug in Salamaline, there's a good chance it's messing your wheels up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, never again, not doing it, not buying it, nope, can't do it.
What else was I just thinking? Sujolite is another
Well, I
really
guess
fun one. And
Sujolite's a blast
it
to
foams
cut.
white. I love how
Yeah.
it foams white.
Yeah. So much fun.
Biggs is really fun to cut.
Yeah,
Biggs
that's
is
one of
fun.
Andrew's. He likes
Biggs
that.
is good. Yeah.
Jaws mentioned
Yeah.
that.
For
I
some
can't
reason,
wait
I
to
like
get
having
that.
softer things most of the time.
It's quicker, for sure. It's easier,
It is.
right?
I feel like I can
You have
almost
to have a
carve
much
with it
more
when
delicate
it's soft.
cut.
Yes,
You know what I mean? With the
absolutely.
wheels, and I
Yeah.
enjoy that.
Yeah.
So,
Dolomites are like that.
it's because I had to make those plugs.
Bruneites
Bet
like
me money it's
that,
'cause I had to-
right? Yeah, all that softer stuff it's a lot of fun to cut. I like cutting the kaleidoscope too, quite a bit. It's been a while since I've cut any. I probably need to get into my box. Dolomites are a lot of fun to cut. Rhyolites are fun to cut. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all fun to cut, right?
Dolomites. Yeah, everything's fun.
But you asked for our favorites. So.
Yeah, it's what you feel. That's
So
what I'm
Brad-
going by is like how I feel when I'm cutting it. You know?
Right, exactly. Yes.
Because kaleidoscope is so sporadic, you can make a little touch on it and it'll completely change the color face of it. That's what I
Yeah.
love about
Oh
kaleidoscope.
yeah, absolutely.
Fordite too. Fordite's a lot of fun.
Is
Another
it?
one I'd put on that list, fluorite.
I got something against Fordite for some reason. Oh, fluorite, yes.
Fluorite.
Because it's
I've got
man-made and
where-
you don't like that.
Oh, that's
I
James
love these little
Opals.
opals.
Yeah.
Oh, Mexican opals, yeah. for
Yeah.
sure.
Honestly,
Mexican
guys,
fire
there's a lot of
opals, they're
things
pretty.
that we could say are our favorites, but
Yeah.
as much as anything else, I like trying something new.
Oh, me
And
too.
I had never done those opals. I had no clue how to cut them,
Right.
and so doing
Same
something new that I haven't done before. That's a big thing.
Okay.
That's kind of a find the face and cab kind of material, to be honest with you.
Right.
It's not like Australian opals where you have to really take your time and make sure that you're going through right to the edge of the color bar.
Exactly.
Right.
You're not losing color.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. It takes
Yeah.
a lot of patience.
Right.
The common opals are much more forgiving
Well,
for
and-
sure.
Guys, I'm an ex-trucker. I like being able to put it in the 13th hole and hit the throttle and just go, go, go. Don't give me those little tiny opals that you have to put her in a low hole for.
That stuff is impressive to me.
Yeah.
Like Justin from Australia, he's crazy. He's crazy. Black Opal Direct.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
That guy's
Oh.
amazing. I've watched.
I would
I've
like to
probably
try
watched
it.
100 hours of his videos.
Yeah. He's
Money.
pretty cool. He's a lot of fun to watch.
It's mesmerizing.
like
I'm
to
gonna go
try
do
it.
that one day. Courtney, let's go on a trip, dude. Let's go to
Okay.
Australia and dig some opals.
I do.
Absolutely. I'm all about that. Hell, I'm just trying to get to Tucson.
Yes.
Which,
Yeah.
I want to
speaking
get
of
down there and see
Tucson,
all them
I
mountains.
wonder-
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you plan on going to Tucson, plan on going down for a month, you'll never see the whole show. That
I've heard that.
you know what, guys, I had one day off in the month I was down there and I got to go to one show. It's the Keno show, which is a big show. Me and Monica were there for 10 hours and we
Wow.
saw less than half of the show.
Wow.
Wow.
It is, and there is shows from one end of Tucson to the other in all directions. It's basically, as I've been telling everybody, if there's an open field or a hotel or a building,
Yeah.
you pretty much have a show in it. It was phenomenal. It was mind blowing, the stuff we got to see, and
Nice.
it was awesome.
Good.
We are a little tired, a little wore out. It's been a long month.
I bet.
Because you just got home today, right?
I should have been home last night, but I blew up my truck on the way home.
Oh,
Right.
no.
And so I had to have it towed about 90 miles into Tyree's place. My truck is parked at his place, and my mom and dad brought trucks down tonight or this morning to get all my crap back up here at home. So we got home about 5:30 this evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. And
So-
you showed up for the Love of Lapidary anyway.
Always.
Man,
There's
Dedication
always.
right there, right?
I'll-
That's
I'll hook
dedication.
into a trailer. I'm hoping, I've got my fingers crossed that it's just I blew up an injector in it, and that's all it is.
Okay.
So we'll see. I'll go down next week, hook into it, and drag it back up here on the mountain and get it into the shop and figure it out. You know, it is what it is.
right.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
The
Taking
worst
it, no
part was
heat,
this,
no oil, no water mixture, just running rough.
no, all of a sudden I'm driving out the road up the highway at 70 miles an hour with the trailer on behind me, and I heard it like, you know, like you let the pressure out of a pop, just that noise and a great big cloud of white smoke, and I shut her down.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, I wonder if you got a turbo relief on that went out.
Wow.
That's my other turbo relief or an injector.
Yeah.
Either both will do it. So when I
Right.
get it back up here, I got a buddy that's got a computer. He's going to throw it on it for me, and
Oh,
we'll
awesome.
figure it out. And I mean, the motor's still running. It doesn't sound too bad. Just that great big cloud of smoke. So
Right.
I don't believe it's anything too major. Just big enough. I'm not going to drive it anymore until I get home.
Right.
I know
Yeah, better
everybody
safe than
thinks
sorry.
when
Yeah.
you go to those shows and you've got a show going on and you're selling stuff, you're making great big money. But you know, something like that is just enough to take everything that you get out of a trip down there when you go and sell.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so, you know, it
yep.
doesn't take a lot.
In a hurry, but it, like I said, it was a great show. I wish I would have had a little more time to
Right.
go see some of the shows and spend. Oh, I shouldn't say spend more money. I spent plenty of that. We won't talk about how much the checkbook went in the whole why I was down there.
Yeah, I've
But
heard you.
Monica was being a smart aleck when we left, because we have a show Saturday and Sunday coming up that we're going to. And she told me, we're not going to come back and pack up the store. We're coming home from Tucson with enough to do a whole show of new merchandise.
There you go.
Wow.
Monica didn't lie. We have enough merchandise to do the show without emptying the store. So
That's great.
it is. We got
Awesome.
I love that.
but just for a little store going down there, Courtney, take your money and spend it, because you will be able to get amazing product for amazing prices. I was blown away with what, and for one example is a lot of the Moroccan stuff, your trilobites and your orthoceras and stuff like that. I ended up at that show after one night, like I think there was only 2 days left of the show, and they were dang near just loading your truck up with merchandise because they don't want to ship it back. Stuff that was normally $20-25, they were letting go off the table for $2 and $5 a pop.
Right.
I ended up with an
Wow.
orthoceras. I literally ended up with an orthoceras tower that's it's probably 24 to 28 inches tall. It's got 22 orthocerases on it. They let it go for $15.
Oh my God.
Damn. That's a couple $100 piece, probably.
I'll buy it from you for 30.
Exactly.
All day
So-
long.
See that's what
There-
I'm afraid of. I'm gonna have to spend some time, like at least a week, if we go there, because the first couple days I'm gonna be all business, dude. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be all business, trying to find the right
Well,
prices
and
for
you
things that
have
I've been
to,
looking for.
I've heard, and I don't know because obviously I haven't been there yet, but I've heard that there's maps, right? So if you're smart,
yeah.
you do your research before you ever
Hmm.
get there, and you
I-
know where you want to go and what you want to see, right? And
I'm
you
just
get
trying
that
to
out of the
meet
way.
vendors.
I
And
wish
then-
I had. They actually put a book out, and when I say a book, I'm not kidding. The book is probably literally that thick, and it lists all the shows, tells you all the vendors that are going to be at that show, what the vendors are, a general idea of what the vendors are selling. I would dare say it's probably 200 pages thick.
Oh my word.
Wow.
So it is just it's stupid crazy. Anything you want, you're gonna find.
I'm just trying to meet some miners, man.
Right?
Oh yeah,
Right?
To be honest with you,
I had the
trying to meet
I met
miners.
3 or 4 of them. I made some real good connections on guys that actually do dinosaur fossils. That
Nice.
was a big, obviously, because I was at a fossil show is where I was set up. So I met guys that have quarries all over the world and made some contacts with stuff. I got a bunch of parts and pieces. British ammonites. Never seen them
Oh,
before.
wow.
Pyretized.
They're awesome.
Are they pyretized?
No, these ones weren't.
No.
These were just yeah. I didn't get the
From Britain, there's
pyretized
a
ones
place where
because
the whole cliffside produces every fossil pyrite. They found
Yeah.
penguins, crabs, ammonites. They're awesome. Oh yeah, and
They
it's
are
not like
amazing.
where
I
it comes
just-
to the Volga River. It's like pure pyrite impression,
Oh, wow.
like a cast.
I was being very picky of what we bought just
Right.
because I wanted to keep my I know what my market is, and if you start putting multi-dollar figures on it, people get scared where I'm at. So
Right.
we were buying stuff that we could turn around and put $30-$40 price tags on and still make money off of it.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
And so some of those pyretized ammonites, they were awesome, but the price tag on them, I just didn't feel I could sell them.
Yeah.
So we spent our money in other places where I could. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's important. I mean, that's important to know your market and know, what you're
Yeah.
what you're
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
able to sell and what you're not.
I-
Right? You don't want to be buying a bunch of stuff you're not going to be able to sell.
Exactly.
That's important.
I made some connections with a lot of big sellers, small sellers, a little bit of everything out there. So it was a good trip all in all.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
awesome.
like
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That's really
just the
cool.
experience would be worth the money that you spend. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh, for sure. I may or may not have a couple really nice chunks of gem bone that are going to become spheres here before too long.
Nice.
Why do they have to become spheres? How
Right.
much?
Because that's what I bought. That's what I bought the rough for, was for spheres.
Brad's one of those. I'm going to
If
make
you-
it what the Rock wants to be. People.
Yeah, right.
Well, there was, because I was in Tyree Lamp's booth, obviously, selling gem bone, right? I bet you in the 4 weeks we were set up, I had over at least 100 people looking for dinosaur spheres. Nobody
Really?
has them down there. So I think it was.
I've never seen a bone sphere ever.
I've made a couple. They turn out really cool. And so I made some deals with Tyree and got a couple of nice piece of gem bone rough that
There you
hopefully they turn out to be nice spheres when I get done.
go.
Plus
Nice.
I'll have all the cuts to make cabs or whatever else I want out of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Very cool. Very cool. I figured out how to load pictures. Yay me. It wasn't hard. So I did pull, not a lot, maybe 12, 15 pictures from the group where people
Lay
have
'em on us.
shared some pictures. So I wanted to just, if you guys don't mind, just show a few things that were shared.
for sure.
The first one is Scott, of course, and the obsidian. I just am amazed by the colors in this obsidian that he did.
I think Scott leaves them in water when he takes
Yeah, I was
pictures
gonna
of them.
say he
Right,
needs to learn how to
right.
polish.
Something,
Scott, I need me a purple piece like that, buddy.
You know what? That's exactly. I saw that piece and was like, really? Oh my goodness.
That's
That
all my
bottom
eyes
left?
see when I look at this picture. Is that
And the
purple?
velvet, that
Very
purple and turquoise velvet. Just amazing, amazing
it's
stuff,
gorgeous.
right?
I need one of those, bud.
Right? And then Dave,
And
I got
Jaws, I hope you know I'm just kidding when I make that comment about you leaving them in water.
right,
You do an amazing
he
polish.
does. He really does.
I've had these polishes in my hand, and I can tell you they're the best obsidian polishes I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Got a bunch of them in my store too. That every time someone looks at them, I'm like, don't buy that. Don't buy that. Don't buy that. I don't say that because, of course, I'm going to let them buy it if they want to buy it. But
Just because you don't want them to buy it.
I enjoy
Totally
looking at
awesome.
them myself, right?
Courtney
then-
wants them.
So Dave has been doing these amazing calves. And Dave, I got to tell you, like, I love you with all my heart, but everything's a video. You know how hard it is to find the right. Like,
I never even thought about
I
that.
got to use my snipping tool, right? And then I just have to play the video over and over until I get the shot that I want. Which is fine. It wasn't that difficult. I just needed something to complain about.
This was
And,
actually brought to me by a friend at a meeting that I go to once a month. He had no clue what it was. He said, "I have this bucket of
Wow.
rock right here," and he said, "I don't know what it is." And so I brought it home and slabbed it, and it was this Imperial.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say it looks like Royal Imperial to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the pink Imperial. It's not the Royal. It's just
Yeah.
the pink Imperial.
And I love the shape too. It's such a unique shape.
It's what it wanted to be. I was trying to
There
do
you
whatever,
go.
and that's how it came out.
That's right. That's right. And then the opal, of course, that you were talking
Love that
about
opal.
earlier, learning how to cap the opal. What else do we have here? I believe this is you as well, Dave.
Yep.
This one I had a really hard time getting because you were moving it so fast that I couldn't. So that's the best I could do.
I can see your head doing this.
Dude, my husband's like, "What are you doing?" I'm
Is
like,
that one of those antique presets that you bought, Dave?
Where did I get that? I think it was in that bunch of stuff.
I've never
that I
seen
got.
that one, and I like it. It's really
and
good.
that unique, I thought that was really cool. And then there is this, which I believe is
That's
Frank.
David Calvert's, isn't it?
Is this
Or is it
David
Frank?
or is it Frank? I feel like this is Frank.
Might be Frank's.
I
Okay.
think this is Frank's. I have a couple of David's things on here. So I was trying to like include a little bit from everybody, right? That actually shared stuff on the page. So I believe that's Frank. This is David. So David made this. I don't know, when, how. I don't have any of that information. I just know he made it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he does those himself or if he just does the
Botswana.
stones and somebody else sets them.
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
Look at that.
Chris Hebert posted some stuff. So
Really?
this is
That's
one of the ones
gorgeous.
that he posted. And this was also a video.
That's a
I
Botswana
had
for
to get
sure.
a shot from. So Chris also does mostly videos. I don't know what this is. Just a piece that was posted on there that I thought was neat. This was Chris Berry posted this. Do you remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
show where somebody said, "Hey Chris, you need to share this. This is what he was supposed to share." And an hour ago I knew what it was and now I don't. Very, very cool though.
I guess no
The
sense in
crystal
asking you what
growths
it is.
look like bismuth to me, or like skeletal
Yeah,
herkimer.
it's something on barite, but I don't remember what it is.
Well, it's definitely on barite.
Yeah, but it's very, very cool. But go to the Love of Lapidary group page. You can find out because it says,
Oh,
is
nice.
this you, Andrew? This is you, right? Yeah. So this is Andrew face polished this really cool piece.
What was that?
What is it, Andrew?
It's a
rock.
great question. I think.
I
that
mean,
might be
besides,
Turkish.
you know, I mean, you can
It's
see it's
Turkish agate from Ankara.
from
Okay.
Ankara. Okay, I wondered if it was Turkey.
So some of those agates I have that I got from you might look like this inside if I ever get
Oh
to
yeah.
cut them open.
Oh yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I really
Beautiful.
love that. I thought that was really super
Right.
cool.
It had really
Um,
nice colors on it.
Yeah. And then Kamal Sahane is a group member. He's in Turkey. He's a Turkish seller.
That looks Ankara to me.
He has
Yeah.
these crazy agates that he posts all the time, which are phenomenal.
It looks like a beach, the sea, and then like
Right.
dark clouds with the
Yeah.
sun behind them, huh?
Right?
It's great. That's
It's
awesome.
gorgeous.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
there was
nice.
whoops. I don't remember who posted this, if it was David or if it was Kamal.
That's got to be him. That's definitely from the
It's
same place.
Sumatra. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Sumatra agate, I think. Very, very cool. And then we have a new member that posted these. Her name's Dawn. That I
Wow,
thought were
that's
really
a really
cool.
nice
Yeah,
wrap.
She just started
Very nice.
doing lapidary not long ago. So I thought I love her caging there. Very
Yeah.
cool.
What?
Very nice.
How long has she been doing
Nice.
this for?
Do you know, Dave, how long has Dawn been rapping?
She hasn't said. I know she started not long ago, and she's just finally looking at material to start cabbing and doing some of her
Right.
own slabbing right now.
Yeah,
So
she does some really pretty things. She posted like, I don't know, 4 or 5 things maybe.
Really nice.
So yeah, she does some nice stuff.
I was talking to her last night, and we were talking about how delicate some of this is, and like I did you, I said it's my hands, and she shows me a picture of her hand. She said, "Yeah, I get it." So to see her, to imagine her doing these really delicate things like this,
Right.
that's amazing.
Right. And then, my amazing.
That is stunning.
It is, but you know what's disappointing? So I started slabbing it.
It's only
on
there.
the surface,
It's
isn't it?
only on the surface.
Yes.
So did you
Oh,
stop
shoot.
slabbing it?
I did, sort of.
Well, if you stop slabbing it, now it's got a base. You can stand it up, and it'll be beautiful. Just keep it like that.
That's true. I didn't think about
Uh-huh.
that. So it does have the dendrites on one side, right? So it's like here, and then it's on another side, right? So what I did was I took and I cut it in half, first of all. And then I just cut like the one slab, right? So I knew I would get some dendrites. So there's one slab that has dendrites, which you know who's keeping that, right? And then the rest of it, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, it's still pretty, right? It's yellow and red and orange. It's still pretty. But yeah, I was like heartbroken because I was just so looking forward to all these really cool. Yeah, it didn't happen for me, but that's okay. And then the last one is not rocks. It's just my keychains, but I wanted to share them with you because
Well, those are really cool.
I'm like a keychain nut now, right? So I'm making them for the festivals because we're going to do festivals in the spring and summer. So I think they'll do well there. I guess we'll find out. And that is all the pictures that I pulled. So what I would love for you guys to do, all you wonderful viewers, is post your stuff on our group page.
Yep.
So that we can show you off. We would really, really like to do that. Now, especially now that I know how and I know how easy it is, like I would love to just show some stuff, but I can't show it if you don't post it because as much as I love you, I ain't trolling y'all's pages to find stuff. So
show and tell is the best part.
Yeah, if you would, in the Love of Lapidary group page, just share some stuff. Let us promote you. Let us share you. Let us, show you guys some love. You guys show up here every week to show us love and to hang out and talk rocks with us. Let us show you some love too.
For sure.
So,
speaking of sharing,
yes.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, and turn the bell on, guys.
There you go. Please and thank you. Absolutely. Do we, I don't know, you guys, so I was thinking, and that's dangerous, right? It can be.
Courtney's been thinking.
Right. So, when I make the shows up, I always do a different little cover photo, right? Does everybody like that, or would it be better to have just one and just change the episode number and the date? I'd like everybody's input on that, not just you guys, but everybody.
I don't know. I feel like if you got like 10 good ones,
yeah, I think I have
and just
6
rotated them. You know what I mean? Instead of having to go and search for one and worrying about having to do all that every time.
Right. Well, I think I have like 6 or 7, and then I don't know. Did you see what Scott posted on the group page today? He posted one that is like mahogany obsidian in the back, just a whole bunch of it. And then he has like a white heart in some kind of stone, and then another little white stone. So I asked him, I was like, dude, do you mind if I take that and use it for our covers for the podcast? So that'll give me another one, right? But I didn't know if it got confusing for people, being that it's always a different picture, right? Or if they're okay with me changing it up. I like it. I like changing it up. It gets boring otherwise.
I like you changing it up too because it helps you identify different episodes easier.
Okay.
Yep.
Matt is
Hey,
behind the
Jackie.
scenes, Courtney.
Okay, so Jackie said she likes different ones as well instead of the same one.
Matt's here, Court.
Say again?
Matt's behind the scenes.
Is he here now? Oh, yes, he is. Yay, Matt. Woo, woo.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Hi, Matt. Let's see if we can get some sound.
Got sound?
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's up,
and it's
Matt?
not alien.
Golf clap.
About time.
Okay.
Hey, Jack.
How are you, Matt? What you been up to for a month?
Jackie's in the house?
Working.
Right.
And
Oh.
not the good kind of work. No
Whole
lapidary.
lot of working.
Right. No fun.
It's not the good kind of work, Dave, but it definitely pays the bills.
I was going to say it pays the bills, right? That's what matters,
Well, yeah, you got to pay the bills to be able to have the good kind of fun. So,
right?
Oh yeah, maybe it'll pay to get this computer fixed because I'm about to smash this thing.
Hey, live stream it. Live stream it in the group.
Okay, I've been trying to get in for a half an hour on my phone, and so we'll have to do it on my phone while I smash my laptop.
yeah, right.
Now, that'd
It'll
make a
be
great
Matt's
show.
Laptop castaway.
Yeah, this thing is out of control. Maybe I'll run it over with my big truck.
Whatever
you
you
go.
need to get the anger out, man. It's all
Whichever way you do it,
Okay, thank
Film
you,
it.
Frank, as well.
There's no anger here. I'm just
Okay.
not right.
You know what? You can get a really nice. I got for the store a really nice all-in-one, and it has a camera and a microphone and the whole nine built right into it. Like if I was sitting at the store, I wouldn't have to have these on. I wouldn't have to. It would just be there. It's fabulous, and it wasn't stupid expensive.
just like one of the apples.
No, I don't do Apple products.
I don't either.
Any
But
shape or form.
They make a great all-in-one for if it's something that, you know,
Do they?
if you use Apple software.
Right.
You think you'd be better
No,
off
it's
if you
just-
spend
I
less
think it's a
money too
Dell.
getting an Asus.
Honestly,
Asus makes good little laptops.
Asus are nice. I like Asus.
Asus makes
I like
dynamite
Asus
laptops.
products.
Asus and
They
Sager.
do.
I bought a
MSI
new
also.
Sager gaming machine myself.
Did
MSI.
you?
Those two, yeah. But I've used Sager. I've used Asus for 35 years.
Yeah,
Right.
if you're a gamer, they make specific gaming laptops too, which is always
They
good
do.
for streaming upload times and stuff
Yep.
like that. If it's a gaming computer,
Right.
And that's why I bought
Yeah.
this one, is for streaming. I mean, that Sager is a gaming laptop, you know, 64 gigs of RAM, a 6 gig video card, the whole 9 yards, so that you
Oh,
can
Jeff.
stream and not have all that problem.
What's up, Jay?
Right.
And V?
Right. And they're not. I mean, anymore. They're not. You know, they don't break the bank, right?
Right,
Mm.
1,500
With all the work
bucks.
you do, you should be able to afford something.
I didn't say I could afford it. I'm still making the
That's
payment.
you, Sega.
I'm not
That's
sure
funny.
I comprehend the gaming piece, but that's just
the gaming computers tend to do better for live streaming
Yes.
because of the speed.
that's why we said gaming computer, because
Yeah.
everything in it runs faster.
It takes so many
Exactly.
resources for these games that by the time you get a laptop that'll run all those heavy duty games, you've got resources for anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't game
I
in
get-
any way, shape, or form, but my husband and my son do, and it's a whole thing in this house.
I've been married 35 years. I
Yes,
started
higher
gaming year
graphics,
one.
higher sound cards. That's right. Different kind of game, Dave.
No, I mean
That's
literally
different
gaming year one. Get me away.
Too funny.
Actually,
too funny.
truthfully, it was my wife is the reason why I'm a gamer, because I met her when I got my back hurt back in the late 80s, and I couldn't
Yeah.
drive truck for 2 years, and I met her, and she come from a family who had enough money to buy these nice computers, and I had nothing to do, and in a year's time I started working on computers, and from there I
Okay.
started gaming. So it was all bulletin board services back then. And then as things progressed, I opened my first computer store, and the real online gaming started, and I was hooked.
Right. There you go. There you go. That sounds about right. My kid's been gaming since he was 10, so he's 37 now. So,
Yeah, all of my have been gaming since I could hold a computer,
Right.
sadly.
Right. I mean,
I'd rather they hunt rocks, honestly.
I keep waiting
Matt,
for
why
them
do
to
I
make
have
like a Gold Rush game. I would play that so much, dude.
that's really odd.
Why? Like go and
No,
take
no,
the
no. I'm
excavator
sorry.
and pick up buckets and go dump it in the trough and see how much you made.
They
throughout the
have
day?
one. They have a
They do have one like that.
They have a
What?
mining game. I mean, it's not a high tech game by any stretch, but there is a mining game that you can play.
Wow.
It's very simple, and you do exactly that. You dig and look for different minerals and gems and stuff.
They got to come out with a lapidary game where you make your cabs and you learn to silversmith and you learn to market and you learn to dig and all of those things together. I mean, you know,
You should do that, Dave.
if I had the development abilities, I would. I've got a son who's learning to do all of that, but it's going to take him a while.
Right.
That is a lot to learn, man.
It
Right.
is. It really is.
Absolutely.
He's the 3D design guy. So he does
Oh.
he does 3D rendering all day. Been getting paid for it since he was 13.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, he gets $70
Child
for an
labor.
hour's work.
Good for him. Good for him.
Goodness.
Minecraft. I still love Minecraft.
Never played it.
Oh, you dig for diamonds and you dig for copper. You dig for all kinds of stuff in Minecraft.
Really?
Yeah.
The extent of my gaming is I have a spades app, and I have a little farming game that I play on my phone.
Is it Farmville?
No, but I used to play Farmville. I
I've
used
never
to
played
play
nothing like that, but that's the only thing that popped into my head. It was a meme for a while. So
Yeah. No,
Facebook
it's
gaming.
I don't know, township or something. I don't know, but it's a time waster, right? At the end of the day, when I'm tired and
Right.
got nothing better to do, I just go in there and
Guys, I mean,
harvest
we
crops and feed
Yeah.
some cows. And
we all have that. Some days you
Yeah.
can't even cab. You're just tired and you need something to kill. I mean, I like to come out here when I'm tired, but sometimes I can't even do that. So just
Yeah.
something to take the strain off of the mind.
that's right. And I play backgammon too, on the computer or on the phone. When I'm going to bed, I play 2 games of backgammon every night before I go to
Jeff's a
sleep.
gamer.
Jeff's a gamer.
Yeah, Jeff, or that
Oh,
could be
nice.
Victoria too. And by the
Yeah.
way, if you guys haven't checked out J&V Rock Hounding on YouTube, they have amazing videos on here, guys.
They do
They
have amazing videos. Yes.
So shout out to them.
Jeff sends me every now and again. He'll send me a link to one, and I love it every time he does.
Can he show me how to burn a hole through a bezel any better than that? Just want to know
Can't
how
see
amazing their videos are. Yeah, that's got some holes in it.
Oh wow, wow. She's playing a game right now. Vicky's playing a game. She's playing a game instead of watching the podcast. Is that what I'm hearing?
Multitasking is what.
What does she play?
Yeah, what game is she playing, Jeff?
Let's see if it's worth it.
It really makes me wonder how many rock hounders and how many cabbers play games on the side.
Guys, it's winter. What are we supposed? We
Right?
can't go outside. You know, I can't go rock hounding right now.
No lapidary work yet.
That's because they're
So
gaming.
Yeah, right.
I did plenty
right.
of lapidary work today.
So Jackie's daughter has had worlds with millions and millions of people. I don't know why you think that's weird. I mean, there's billions of people in the world, so I don't know how that's weird.
Hey, hi, buddy.
Hey, Emma, what's up?
Nothing.
Are you still making your bracelets and stuff? Nice.
Oh yeah, Miss Courtney makes keychains.
I make keychains and bracelets.
What's your website called?
Cabsandstones.com.
that was awesome.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome.
Oh, she's getting a pen right now. Pen and a
There
piece
you
of
go.
That was a really catty look she gave there. Like, oh, I know where I'm going.
What's it called again?
It's cabsandstones.com.
Correct.
You want me to spell it for you?
No, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really jealous, Courtney. I've been
Why?
paying for my website for about 8 months, and I still didn't even have a decent first page. I have
See,
nothing listed.
Yeah,
No,
no,
none
what
of it.
I did, Dave, because I did the same thing. Like my cleaning website, I did myself because it's just a splash page. It's easy. My store website, well, it's not my store website. I've had it for years, but when I went to do that website, I knew better. So I hired somebody and he put
Yeah.
it all together for me. And then he taught me how to maintain it.
That's
So
the
I
big part right there is trying to
so
maintain it, right?
I do the maintenance myself. So I put the products on, and it's very time consuming. I will never have everything that is available in my store on my website. It just takes too long.
Yeah.
But I'm trying, I've got 2,000 pictures of things that I still have to put up on the website. It just takes time, right? So
Yeah.
given, like, do I want to put 50 things on the website or do I want to cut some cabs? Maybe one day I
Well,
want to do the
exactly.
website. Maybe the other day I want to do cabs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm trying to find a balance that works. I'm not
That's tough.
doing very well, honestly, because when I get overwhelmed or frustrated, I go make keychains or bracelets, right?
Exactly.
Just they're
Get
quick
away
and
from
they're
everything,
easy,
everybody.
and it's just like, okay, everybody leave me alone. I'm just gonna go make some stuff for a little while,
Yep.
right? So,
Victoria made it.
but yeah, it was worth it, and it wasn't. I mean, it was like $1,200, $1,500.
Oh, that's not bad, really.
It wasn't a ridiculous amount of money to have him do it, and being that it is through Wix is very user friendly. So
See, I just left Wix.
I don't have to be a freaking coder to
Right.
figure it out. It's easy. Upload it, click products, click add your pictures, put your description, put your price, do your categories. The categories can be a little difficult, but I only screwed them up 3 or 4 times before I finally figured out how to do it the right way.
Well, and Wix was fairly simple. In some areas that I was trying to do, it was a little limited. We started that for the charity on the Wix, and
Okay.
so for some of that it was really good, but it was lacking in some areas that I was trying to do. So I left there and I went to Squarespace. But Squarespace can be so complicated to move from area to area and get back where you want to be back and forth.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And there's one called Wordflow that is pretty good, but you're limited there. Like, unless you want to pay their crazy fee per month,
Right.
You can only list 500 products. You can only they don't have like with my Wix, I have, I don't know, 5 or 6 different shipping categories by product, right? So I can do different rates. I can do different areas. I can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Where with some of the other ones, you can only have one shipping thing unless you do a third party app, and then you're paying another fee. Like, I'm not trying to pay a bunch of more fees. Like, I want to pay my Wix fee, and that's a yearly fee. I pay it once a year. It's like $299, $249, something like that. It's not stupid expensive. It's once a year. I can do anything I need to do in there.
Well, and with Wix, you could set up multiple e-commerce. Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but like, I'm not, dude. One store. I got one store.
I set mine up so I could. When I did my e-commerce part, when somebody wanted to pay, it automatically had PayPal set up, and it automatically had American Express set up. You just link everything in Wix. Yeah,
I could even link my QuickBooks if I wanted to. I didn't do that. I didn't go that far with it because I'm weird about my QuickBooks. But like right now, it's even linked to my Facebook. So if I put something on my website, it automatically goes to Facebook. But that'll go away in April because Facebook won't, unless you allow Facebook Pay and go through their e-commerce stuff.
Yep.
They won't let you do that anymore. And I won't do it.
They charge a lot more.
Well, the thing is, and then I'll shut up, I promise, because I don't want to run us to the end of the show. The thing is, I had the e-commerce thing set up through Facebook. I got an order. They never notified me of it. The only way I knew I had the order was because I got this not so nice email. I shouldn't say not so nice, a frustrated email from a lady because I hadn't responded to her about her order because I didn't know there was an order. She said she paid it through PayPal. I didn't have any record of it at all. I had no money. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to trust you because I finally found it in the depths of Meta business.
Oh, geez.
Pulled it, sent her the product. 45 days later, they finally sent me my money. No.
Can't afford that.
I can't play like that.
No.
Uh-huh.
Well, and that's not good for the lapidary world because your reputation is everything when it comes to this. So,
Right.
you're dealing with somebody and money's involved. And they want their rocks. And hey,
Right.
Courtney really screwed me over. I'll never do big. And we have an old saying, make a customer happy. They'll go out and tell 10 people. Make a customer unhappy. They'll tell 1,000.
They'll tell 100. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Who the hell waits a month for their paycheck?
But that's in their
Not just for
their
lapidary, but for
whatever.
any industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But that's, it's like eBay. Like eBay doesn't make you wait a month to get your money if you list on there. Etsy doesn't make you wait a month. Who does Facebook? Because they need that little interest, I guess. It's not good enough that they get their fees. They got to have the interest that they're going to make off that money for those 30 to
I mean, you
Yeah.
say little interest, but I mean, when they do it to millions and millions,
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
it's a lot of interest.
Yep.
And
And me and this poor lady, I mean, we emailed back and forth like almost every day. Like, have you figured it out? Nope. Have you figured it out? Nope. So we ended up with a good relationship over it. But it has soured me on like, no, Facebook, I can't play with you.
yeah.
Not in that realm, So anyway, sorry.
For what?
Onto a bash Facebook.
Well, we're talking about our businesses here and how we serve our customers. We make stones and we put a lot of effort and we put a lot of ourselves into them and we present those to people as a part of who we are. And so.
Yeah.
That's why mine is called Soul Fragments.
Right.
Pros.
Yeah. I'm trying to go back because I missed all these chats. I see them chatting, but I missed everything that they said because I was hyper focused on
Chatting.
Talking about how they can't wait for it to be warm.
Yeah,
I
right.
can't see. I'm freezing sitting here. I took my jacket off for the show.
You didn't have the heat on in there?
Is it
No,
cold?
The
It's
heat's
just
on
cold
for
as
sure.
balls.
We would be
Okay.
dead.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
We would not be alive.
We would be unalived.
Is it
Unalive.
cold there?
Being alive is necessary. We like it when you're alive.
Well, I was looking at somebody a while ago that said it was too cold outside to slab. I didn't know that could happen.
It can if your oil gums up.
Well, I use oil that's so thin like water that.
Put a
Well,
heater on it.
Put it this way, it's so cold we can't even run it through the Everclean, dude.
It'll blow
Really?
the rocks apart,
Yeah.
dude.
Wow.
So it catches way more particulate because it's cold.
Yeah.
It's more viscous.
Ah, okay. Running it
Okay.
up through that pump.
And it creates more drag, which causes wear on the freaking the
Everything.
feed screw. I don't want to pay for that. I promise
Yeah,
you, I don't want
right.
to pay for that. You know what I
What
mean?
about one of those turbo heaters? One of those blower heaters? I run them at the shop when it's
Right.
cold.
It would work for sure.
Yeah,
Just a
just
matter of
make you a
getting
little
one,
wood
yeah.
frame and put tarps around that and put one of those little heaters in there.
I think we're gonna get electric baseboard heating.
Yeah. For
Yeah, I
the,
think
for the
we've
shed.
been
Yeah.
going
You
long
should.
enough. The shop
You
needs
should.
to get one.
Electric is pricey, man.
What kind of heat do you have in there?
Propane.
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 And that's pricey up here right now.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Put a wood
I was
stove
gonna
in
say-
there, bro.
Do
Put
you
a
have
wood stove.
access to kerosene there?
I don't know.
Kerosene
Maybe-
heaters
The
are
only
fabulous.
kerosene
But
we can really
kerosene's
pull is
expensive,
out
too.
of
Put a
out
wood
of
stove in.
sealed
Oh,
doors.
yeah.
Home
Oh,
Depot.
which
That's what I'm getting ready to do in here, Matt. In this,
Wood
we
stove's
just took an
great
18% hit on our electric.
Put a pot belly stove in your damn
18%?
shop.
Yep.
You'd be
Yeah.
fine.
That's ridiculous.
See, I want to put a wood stove
Yeah,
in, but
18%
they're
this time.
saying some shit about it would violate my homeowner's insurance.
Why?
Not true.
Yeah.
Not true. Now you got to do it
You
properly.
got to do it the right way and
Yeah,
have
you
it
have to
inspected.
do it the right way. You can't just
I've
throw
been
it
in
and
homes
throw a
with
pipe
wood
in it.
furnaces growing up too, and I'd prefer it.
Dude, in the South where I'm from, tons of people have wood furnaces.
Yeah, absolutely. I
I
would
can
check
tell
with
you-
your insurance company on that.
I've had wood stoves, I don't know, from the time that I was 20 until about 45. I
Right.
mean,
I still have one.
Yeah, had them all my life.
well, I'm in Florida now, so
Yeah, we don't use it because we have central heating, and I don't
I
like
always
it.
get a wood powered air
Too,
pressure, air
Um,
conditioning.
but we do have a wood stove.
Yeah.
but I do have one of those forced air blowers that burns diesel fuel, and that thing will heat the shop up in a heartbeat. I mean,
There you go.
within minutes.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
might want to look into that too. I
That's
mean,
an idea.
Yeah, and a lot of ventilation so we don't die from exhaust.
yeah, it burns clean fuel. I'll send you a picture of it. You can. I think I bought it off of Amazon.
Okay.
My shop's pretty big. It's a big shop, man.
I wonder if that's the one I was looking at. I'd like to see a picture of it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, put it in the group, Matt, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's a multi-fuel heater. It burns kerosene or diesel, and it's clean air.
Okay. Interesting.
That was the
We
one that was
grabbed-
like 20,000
This
BTU.
is the first time ever on this show. I think we've gone
I
over.
think it's 100.
I think so too. Yeah, I was just
Oh,
going to
maybe
say
so.
it's 9:33.
And we're still with you.
All right,
missed you
bye.
guys. It's been a-
No,
Right. Thank you all for coming. Do they have those at Harbor Freight? They have those at Harbor Freight. Huh. Oh, the tent thing. Anyway.
The heaters.
Thank you all so
They
much
do.
for being here. We love you. We're happy to be back.
Heck yeah.
We're happy that everybody made it to the
Woohoo.
show. So glad to see y'all's faces, you guys. I missed you. We love you all, and we will see you next time. Next week, same bat time,
Next
same
week.
bat channel.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Come see if I burn another
My
vessel next
shoe.
week.